So one of the families that came here, their son went off the derech and joined an organization that helps kids transition out of the Haredi ultra frum community, helps them out, and helps them become, not frum and get used to leading a not frum lifestyle. And one of the things that they do is that they assign to each kid a woman who's 20, 30 years older, and they call her, this is your stepmom. Because they know that people need the love of parents. And they know that, at least besides for TP, and the world is changing, but it used to be that these kids would be written off, and they need a mother, they need a father, they need a hug from mommy. And they give the kid, this is your stepmom. So we had a kid here, and he left, before the parents came here. He left the parents, he joined forces, he joined that club, that organization. And I have pictures of him with his stepmom, and she's hugging him, Chassidish boy, grew up Chassidish, and now she's hugging him, taking him to treifa restaurants to help him learn how to eat. What's the proper way? Anybody know how to eat crab? How to eat stuff? You have to know how to do it, right? So just like if a person becomes frum, you have to teach them how to eat gefilte fish and chulent and papitas and this. What do they eat in Israel? They like spit the stuff all in a perfect circle. Garinim, right? So they have to teach you how to eat nebuch, Rachmana litzlan, all different stuff. And they help them. I was on their email. Anyway, I don't want to get into details. Bottom line is, they help them. They think they're helping them. So they have a picture of her with him in front of a church. Let's go explore what church is like. Let's go out to a Broadway show. Let's go to Manhattan. Let's go. Because they know they need a stepmom. The parents came to me, and Baruch Hashem, they started doing TP, and they started giving the kid his real mom and his real dad. Can't beat that. But there was a tug of war because he had a stepmom. So they said, so what do we do? First of all, the mother was, out of all the pain of having a kid who went and he spiraled very quickly off the derech, cut off his payas and dyed his hair, and it was like a very quick spiral, and he went very far, very, very fast. And then he's part of this organization which is like, anti-Haredi, anti-frum. They'll say they're not, but whatever, we'll leave that on the side. But out of all the pain that the kid is Machal Shabbos and doing drugs and everything, she goes, he's embracing another woman and saying, this is my mom? She couldn't take that pain. You remember? Were you here in group? You were here. She couldn't take that. Was like a stab, like, I'm his mother. And she's I'm replaced. What should we do? So the advice that I gave them was, I said, you should invite her for Shabbos, for a Friday night meal. And they did. Her, and she has 2 kids that grew up not religious, public school, not from kids. And I told them what to do. And this is what they did. They invited this woman, stepmom, for a Friday night meal. And when she came, they had gifts. They had a gift for her, and they had a gift for her kids. And the whole meal, they praised her, and they said, thank you for taking care of our son. He's going out on his journey. We love him so much. But, he said that you're taking care of him. Thank you. As if she's like Malach, HaMashiach. Like as if we were so happy. And throughout the conversation of the whole night, this woman, what is she? What is a 40, 50-year-old woman doing, helping a Chassidish kid leave? She was once a Chassidish girl who went off the derech, and she has inside pain, rejection, anger, rage, hatred, because her parents threw her out. Unfortunately, right? Against what all the Gedalim say to do. That's who she is, right? So she kept on bringing up, negativity about the community, and it's closed-minded, and this, and all kinds of negativity. And they kept on saying, oh, really? Interesting. We're very accepting. We decided right away, we love our son. We apologized for him, that in the beginning we didn't know what to do for a short time, but we went to our Rebbe, and our Rebbe said that we should love him, and we do, and you see, we accept him, and we don't ask him to eat kosher, and we don't ask him to wear a yarmulke in the house, and Then she would again a few minutes later, negative, this community is so close-minded, and they're like, really, that's terrible. I don't know, we're from this community, we're very open-minded, we're so happy to see you, we'd love to have you. And they were shining their light and their love, not just on this poor soul, but on her kids. They were just smiling at these kids who were nebuch, they're tinik shenishba. They didn't know anything. They grew up in public school with a mother who hates Yiddishkeit, and they were just being nice to them, and they had a great time. They had delicious food, and every time that she brought in negativity, they brought in positivity. And that meal, at the end of the meal, that's the last time that this boy ever saw that stepmom. We won the battle like that. Only love can fight hate. Only light can push away darkness. That's the bottom line. That's the Metzias. This woman couldn't fight because she's hatred and anger and pain, and they're love and love and love, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry you feel that way. I think maybe things have changed. We're very open-minded. Our Rebbe told us to be very accepting. There's no war going on here. And she couldn't pull this neshama with her. He never saw her again. Over. And we can win every single battle. I always say it, I'll say it again. Shlomo HaMelech, smartest of men, he says, Ki aza kamaves ahava. Love is as strong as death. So the Stipler, Zatzal, he said, what's the connection? Love is as strong as death. What does it mean? Stipler said, just like when it's time to go away from this world. Just like when it's time to die. Nothing could stop death. Nothing could stop the Malach HaMavis. So too, he says, nothing could stop love. There is no power in this world that is as strong as love. So maybe we could say that when a person, nebuch, a kid, a young adult, anybody, wants to die, the only weapon that is as strong is love. The weapon has to be as strong as the other weapon, right? The medicine has to be as strong as the illness. Rabbi Zriel Tauber, Zatzal, was makar of so many people. He was sitting here in this room, in this space right here. And he told us, he said, that what our children is going through is spiritual cancer. And TP, unconditional love, is what he called it, even though I think we're a little bit different than unconditional love. But this mahalach is the spiritual chemo to save them. Ki aza kama v'sahava. That's all we got. Our love has to be stronger than anything else that they come across. And ultimately, when it is, and we get the needle in, and the drip, the IV drip is going in, and they accept our love, we help them have the energy to fight their battles.